I'm Stephanie, and this is Gip, and I'm going to be Gip's PT today. And I have Gip doing the Astrand Rhyming test to see her VO2 max, so her submax oxygen consumption, and then from that we're going to predict her maximum. So I've been having Gip warm up on this Kettler bike at 25 watts and about 50 RPM for about 3 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and bump her up to 100 watts. And I chose the value of 100 because Gip is a healthy, physically fit and conditioned female, and so that's what the Astrand protocol calls for her. So we're going to let her do this for about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to take her vitals. But before we started the test, when Gip came in, we took her resting vitals. So first we determined that she has a low cardiovascular risk, and her resting vitals was her heart rate was 70, her blood pressure was 104/72, and her RPE just sitting at rest was 6. All right, Gip, how are you feeling?
Really good.
Good. So we've got about 30 more seconds here at this workload, and then I'm going to make sure that she's in her submax range. And her submax heart rate is from her submax heart rate calculated here is 114 to 161. So we're just going to make sure that she's in that range. She's feeling well today. Otherwise, I would not have started the test. If her heart rate was above 120 or below 50 beats per minute, or if her systolic blood pressure was greater than 200 or less than 100, or her diastolic greater than 100, I just wouldn't have started the test. So yeah, we made sure that her seat height was at the right height by making sure that it was at the level of her greater trochanter. All right, I'm going to make sure that you're in your submax range. So I'm going to take your heart rate. Go ahead and relax. All right. Okay, so her heart rate was at 120, and her blood pressure was 124/74, so that's a normal response that we're looking for. And then Gip, so could you look at this and let me know what your rate of perceived exertion is?
About 11.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so Gip's going to go ahead and continue at this workload for about 3 more minutes. And then at minutes 5 and minute 6, I'm going to take heart rate, I'm going to take blood pressure in between, and I'm going to take RPE both at those minutes, and then I'm going to take another heart rate at minute 6. And what I'm looking for is just basically that those heart rates are within 5 beats per minute, and that blood pressure is still in that kind of normal or expected range that we kind of want to see for submax. And then also that heart rate is still in her submax range, so that 114 to 161. How you feeling, Gib?
Really good.
Good. Have you done one of these before?
I have not.
Okay.
It's a good workout.
Yeah. It is. It can get you good in 6 minutes. So also I'm kind of monitoring Gip for any adverse signs and symptoms, just making sure she's breathing all right and kind of that increased respiratory rate but not too high, and that she's looking good and as far as her color and feeling okay. Doing awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna get going. We're about at that minute 5. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and take that next heart rate. Perfect. She's doing a good job. She's still at that 50 RPM, maintaining that 100 watts. So then Gip, on the scale, how are you feeling now?
Maybe at 13.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And then I've got one more heart rate to do. Perfect, go ahead and relax. All right, so that first heart rate was 142. The second was 144. That blood pressure was 154/76. So we're good to stop the test. I'm going to let her cool down back at that 25 watts, which again is the lowest that this Kettler bike lets us go. So that's why we picked that. And then Gip, before you get too cool, what is that RPE?
13 again.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So I'm going to let Gip do about 3 minutes of a cool down, and then I will take those vitals again, that heart rate, RPE, and blood pressure, and then I'll let her sit and do a couple more minutes just resting before I let her get out of the clinic. So thanks again for coming in, Gip, today. I'll calculate those values for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.